Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a quiet afternoon where time seems to slow down. The sun filters softly through a window, dust dancing in the light, and the world feels calm for the first time in days. In this gentle space sits a young girl named Eliza, her fingers curled around a simple crochet hook, her heart full of curiosity. She doesn't know it yet, but this small moment will quietly change her life. That is how crochet often begins, not with perfection, not with skill, but with curiosity, comfort, and a desire to create something meaningful with your own hands. Crochet is more than yarn and hooks. It is a soft conversation between patience and creativity. For beginners, crochet opens a door to a world where mistakes become lessons and slow progress becomes a kind of peace. Eliza learned this on her very first day. Her stitches were uneven. Her yarn tangled more times than she could count, but she smiled anyway. Every loop felt like a promise that something beautiful was growing, even if she couldn't see it yet. For anyone just starting out, crochet welcomes you exactly as you are. You don't need talent, you don't need expensive tools. All you need is willingness. A simple hook, a ball of yarn, and a little time are enough to begin. Crochet teaches beginners that beauty doesn't rush. It grows stitch by stitch, breath by breath, quietly and honestly. The first thing every beginner notices is the rhythm. The hook slides through the yarn, pulls a loop, and completes a stitch. Over and over again, the movement becomes soothing. Your hands learn before your mind does. Crochet becomes a form of meditation, helping beginners slow down in a fast world. With every stitch, worries soften, thoughts settle, and the heart feels lighter. Choosing the right materials matters, especially for beginners. Soft, medium-weight yarn is forgiving and easy to work with. It doesn't slip too much, and it doesn't fight back. A simple crochet hook, not too small and not too large, feels comfortable in the hand. These small choices help beginners enjoy the process instead of feeling frustrated. Crochet should feel welcoming, not intimidating. Eliza learned early that crochet doesn't demand perfection. Her first chain looked crooked, her tension uneven, but it didn't matter. What mattered was that she kept going. Beginners often believe their work must look perfect to be valuable, but crochet teaches the opposite. Every piece carries the story of learning. Every mistake is proof that you tried. One of the most beautiful things about crochet for beginners is how quickly it builds confidence. At first, you only practice chains. Then you learn single crochet stitches. Soon, those stitches begin to form fabric. That moment, when yarn transforms into something solid, is magical. Beginners realize they are capable of creating with their own hands, and that feeling stays long after the project is finished. Crochet also teaches patience, not the kind that feels forced, but the gentle patience that grows naturally. You cannot rush a stitch. You cannot skip steps. Crochet invites beginners to slow down and be present. In a world full of noise, crochet offers silence and focus. As beginners practice, their hands grow stronger, their movements smoother. They start to recognize patterns and understand how stitches work together. Crochet becomes less confusing and more intuitive. Slowly, confidence replaces doubt. Beginners realize they are no longer just following instructions, they are understanding the language of yarn. Eliza's favorite part of crochet was the quiet joy it brought her. After school, she would sit by the window, hook in hand, letting the yarn slide through her fingers. Crochet became her safe space. For beginners, crochet often becomes more than a hobby. It becomes comfort, creativity, and self-expression, all woven into one. Learning crochet also teaches beginners to forgive themselves. Stitches unravel. Projects don't turn out as planned. Sometimes you start over completely. Crochet gently reminds you that starting over is not failure, it is part of growth. Each restart brings more knowledge and confidence. Crochet for beginners is also about connection. It connects hands to heart, past to present. Crochet has been passed down through generations, shared in quiet moments and loving lessons. When beginners pick up a hook, they become part of a long story of makers who found beauty in simple stitches. As skills grow, beginners discover the joy of small projects. Simple scarves, coasters, headbands, and dishcloths are perfect starting points. These projects finish quickly, giving beginners a sense of accomplishment. Each completed piece whispers encouragement, reminding beginners that they are capable of more than they imagined. Crochet teaches beginners to appreciate progress instead of perfection. The first row may look messy, but the last row will always be better. Crochet mirrors life in this way. You improve by continuing, not by giving up. Every stitch adds value, even the imperfect ones. The beauty of crochet lies in its flexibility. Beginners can crochet anywhere, anytime. A quiet evening, a sunny afternoon, a peaceful morning. Crochet sits into your life without pressure. It waits patiently until you return, ready to continue where you left off. As beginners grow more confident, they start experimenting with colors and textures. Yarn becomes a palette, and crochet becomes art. Beginners learn that creativity doesn't need permission. It grows naturally when you allow yourself to explore. Crochet also builds focus. Counting stitches teaches attention to detail. Following patterns improves concentration. Beginners find their minds becoming calmer, more centered. Crochet becomes a gentle exercise for the brain as much as for the hands. Eliza once gifted her first finished scarf to her grandmother. It wasn't perfect, but it was made with love. That moment taught her something important. Crochet is not about impressing others. It is about expressing care, warmth, and intention. Beginners often discover that handmade items carry meaning store-bought things never can. Crochet for beginners is also incredibly forgiving. If you make a mistake, you can unravel and fix it. Life doesn't always allow that, but crochet does. It teaches beginners that mistakes are not permanent, they are simply part of the process. As days turn into weeks, beginners begin to see their growth clearly. What once felt confusing becomes familiar. Hands move confidently. Stitches line up nicely. Crochet rewards consistency and patience more than speed or talent. One of the quiet joys of crochet is watching yarn slowly disappear as something new appears. Beginners experience this transformation again and again, learning that creation often starts small and grows quietly. Crochet also encourages mindfulness. Each stitch asks you to be present. Beginners learn to focus on what is in their hands, instead of worrying about what comes next. Crochet becomes a gentle anchor in busy lives. For beginners, crochet offers freedom. There are patterns to follow, but also room to improvise. You can change colors, adjust sizes, and make each piece your own. Crochet respects individuality and celebrates creativity. Eliza learned that crochet gave her something precious, belief in herself. Each completed project reminded her that patience and practice lead to growth. Beginners often find that crochet changes how they see challenges, not just in crafting, but in life. Crochet is also a quiet teacher of gratitude. Beginners learn to appreciate small progress, soft yarn, peaceful moments, and the joy of making. Crochet encourages a slower, more thoughtful way of living. As beginners continue their crochet journey, they often feel a sense of belonging. Crochet communities exist everywhere, sharing knowledge, encouragement, and inspiration. Beginners realize they are not alone. Every experienced crocheter once started with a single chain. Crochet for beginners is not about rushing to advanced patterns. It is about enjoying the journey. Each stitch holds value. Each moment spent crocheting is time spent nurturing creativity and calm. Eliza still remembers her first uneven chain, and she smiles every time she sees it. It reminds her how far she has come. beginners should keep their first projects as symbols of courage and growth. Crochet teaches you to trust the process. Even when the project doesn't look right at first, it often comes together in the end. Crochet gently reminds you that progress is sometimes invisible until it suddenly appears. The longer beginners crochet, the more they realize that crochet gives back as much as you put into it. It offers relaxation, creativity, confidence, and joy. It becomes a quiet companion through different seasons of life. Crochet for beginners is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming patient, creative, and kind to yourself. It is about finding beauty in effort and joy in creation. As Eliza finishes another project, she gently folds it and smiles. Crochet has become her comfort, her expression, her story, and for every